Bright Duty. Every student matters.
So students, let us study about the classification and types of the animal tissues. Animal tissues can be broadly actually classified into four main types. First is epithelial, connective, muscular and nervous. Epithelial are further divided into squamous, cuboidal, columnar, stratified, ciliated columnar, glandular. We will study in detail about all these types. Then connective again are of different types like blood, areolar, adipose tissue, bone, cartilage, tendons and ligaments. Then muscular tissue, there are three types of muscle cells: striated, smooth and cardiac muscles. And now last is the nervous tissue made up of neuron cells. So these are four types of animal tissues and their subtypes. So let's study in detail about all these types. How are they different from each other? Where are they located? What is their structure and what is their function? First, epithelial tissue. Epithelial, as the name suggests, they are the outermost layer. They form the covering or the protective tissue. These are the simplest tissue in the animals. The cells are tightly packed. They form a continuous sheet. There is absolutely no intercellular matrix. They lie on the extracellular fibrous basement membrane. So there is a basement membrane, then all the cells are arranged. This basement membrane is made up of collagen. Next, it covers most of the organs and cavities. It forms a barriers to keep different organs and different systems separate. The permeability of the cells plays an important role in regulating the exchange of material between body and external environment. So whatever enters the body, it has to cross one or more of the epidermal layers. So that is why permeability of these cells is very important. So epithelial cells actually they take part in absorption, in secretion and the forming the outermost delicate lining of many organs and cavities. So let us study about their types and how they are different from each other. First is the simple squamous epithelium. They are thin flat cells. They form the delicate lining of cavities like the mouth or the alveoli. They form the delicate linings. They protect the underlying parts. They allow absorption. Since they are very thin, so they allow absorption. They form the lining of the mouth, esophagus, nose, alveoli and tongue. So you can see in mouth also saliva is secreted, in alveoli exchange of gases takes place. So they form a thin layer. Okay, so let me draw a diagram to help you understand. This is the basement membrane made up of collagen and the cells are flat, thin. Okay, one after the other, and nucleus with all other characteristics. So that is why they are called simple squamous epithelium. They form a thin flat layer, very delicate lining. Next is the stratified squamous. In stratified, many layers of the cells are there which differ slightly in their structure. So this thick layer forms the stratified squamous epithelium. Our skin in human beings actually is made up of stratified squamous epithelium. Cells are arranged in many layers. They form the skin, they protect the underlying tissue and they are resistant to mechanical injury. Next is the columnar epithelium. Column means pillar-like. So cells, this is the basement collagen, alright. Cells are like this, columns, pillar-like. Usually the nucleus is near the base. Okay, so these are columnar epithelium with cytoplasm and other organelles. Cells are tall, nuclei are near the base. Absorption, their main function is absorption and secretion. They form the lining of the stomach. Next is ciliated columnar. So if the columnar, sometimes they contain hair-like structure which are called the cilia. So then it is called ciliated columnar. Alright, so this is ciliated columnar. Otherwise, they are structurally similar to columnar epithelium. They bear hair-like projections which are called cilia. They form the lining of respiratory tract. So the cilia, they can move and they push the mucus forward. Alright, so they will keep the tract clean because it is very important to keep the respiratory tract clean for the movement of air. Next is cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal, as the name suggests, the cells are cubical in shape. This is the collagen. Cells are cubical, all right, and the nucleus is central. It's like this. Cells are cube shaped, the nucleus is central, it provides mechanical support, also helps in absorption, secretion and excretion. They form the lining of kidney tubules and ducts of the salivary glands. You have to remember where they are located because question can come. Which type of tissue forms the lining of tubules, kidney tubules? So you have to remember where each type of tissue is located. Next is glandular epithelium. Sometimes a portion of epithelium tissue they fold inwards to form a gland and they secrete certain hormones or other such secretions. So suppose this is the lining, there is an inward fold and cells are arranged like this. So these cells secrete certain chemicals outside them. So such cells will form the glandular epithelium, especially in the inner lining of the stomach or inner lining of the small intestine where they secrete digestive juices. Okay, look at this diagram to understand the difference between various types of epithelial cells. Squamous epithelium, these are flat, very delicate, thin cells. These are cuboidal epithelial, in which the cells are cubical in shape. Columnar, these cells are tall with nucleus near the base, and some of them they are secrete. Then some of them also have cilia over them. This is stratified squamous. Okay, stratified squamous contains layers of cells and forms the skin. But all these epithelial cells, they are present with a base of extracellular basement membrane, which is known as which is made up of collagen.